see the title of the live stream, man. We live in some strange times, man. Yep, some strange times, right? So, during this, yeah, kind of wait for everybody to chat. So yeah, guys, it's raining right now, and I'm gonna get the umbrella. So I'll say, you know what, it's gonna try to go. So in these end times, right, that we in, right, very important that we walk in the ways, not walking around those who walk in the darkness, right? So we gotta, the thing is that when you out there being a workmanship, right, on the Lord's side, right, doing the work, right, being obedient, right, studying, showing self-approval, right, that's how we should be moving. That's how we should, move it along, man. So we gotta do this work, man, and do what we gotta do, right? So it says Psalms chapter 55, verse 22. Give the burdens, or give your burdens to the Most High, and He'll take care of you, right? So we know that many people are experiencing hardships, right? Uh, Experiencing failure, right? Experiencing all type of things that are coming your way, right? And it's very important that we uplift those who are going through hardship, right? That's going through all the afflictions, right? All the different natural ways that we help those, right? So this is why it's very important that you build with those who will want to build with you, right? And that's why it takes time to find your tribe, right? So well, the thing is you gotta take your time and being, this is what we do, right? So it's all a learning experience, man, for those who are learning, man. And, not putting trust in their system, right? The system of Babylon and the things that they do in Babylon, it's all about pretty much self-destructive, right? So everything you see in Babylon is kind of self-destructive behavior, right? They want you to smoke, right? They want you to drink, right? They want you to party, right? They want you to do all these things that's not really giving you what you need, right? So we know that we separate ourselves from the things in this world, right? We don't want to be part of their system, right? So that's what we have to do. So once we do that, right, we understand that their system is crumbling, right? Babylon is crumbling. We see the whole Trump, Elon, all these politicians, right? It's not really, they're not helping people, right? And they just gotta see what they're gonna do, right? But other than that, man, we can keep on exposing them, right? Who they are, right? And that's what we do, man. So this is Yeshayahu, right? 43, 1 and 2. Do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by my name. You are mine. When you go through deep waters, I'll be with you, right? So the Most High said, I will be with you, right? When you go through deep waters, right? When you go through all the trials, when you go through all the afflictions, right? When you go through all the suffering, right? When you go through all the hardships, right? When you go through all these obstacles to get in your way, right? The Most High said, I will be with you, right? So the Most High steadily is going to live for you, right? And keep you right under his wings, as it says. See if I can find that scripture. So this is Psalms chapter 91, verse 1. Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That's Psalms chapter 91, verse 1, right? So once you understand that, is that once you find rest under the Most High, He will give you the rest that you need, right? Strange, strange times for sure. You can really feel it in the air. Amen. Yeah, it is, man. Definitely some strange times, man. People need to get right, right? Everybody needs to get right, and time to time is playing around, right? Many people need work out, they deliverance, what they gotta do, right? And that's what we have to do, man. Not just being hearers of the word, doers of the word, right? So this is what we gotta do, man. We gotta expose the works of what's going on, so we all can be, delivered, right? So yeah, man, you gotta keep on going, man. Keep on pressing, man, and keep on doing what you gotta do, right? So we are warriors, right? We are soldiers out here, right? So when you're a soldier, man, you can't tangle yourself with the fears of this life, right? You can't tangle yourself with the fears of what's going on out here because you are a soldier, right? You're in the Most High's army, right? So you understand that when you're a soldier, you gotta be fighting belief, right? You gotta have the helmet salvation, right? Keeping a shield of belief, right? Having the sword of the spirit, right? Having the shoes of shalom, right? Having the belt of truth, right? So this is how we should be moving for y'all in the war, right? You're in a battle, right? So every day you constantly waging war, right, against the flesh, right? And that's all happening because we in Babylon, right? So, in this land, right, there's a lot of things that's happening, right? And we gotta walk this out, right? So this is Galatians chapter 6 and 3. For if man thinks himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself, right? Oh man. That's in Galatians, right? So when a man thinks he's something but he's really nothing, he deceives himself, right? So this is why in this land of Babylon, right? Many people like to be somebody that's just right? Then they can do the same thing, right? They can tear you down, right? So we gotta understand that we don't want to be praised by men, right? We're not looking for the praise by men. We're not looking for the approval of men, right? We don't do it our way, right? All we need to do is be approved by the Most High, right? That's what we gotta do, right? Not by no man on this earth, right? So we understand that during these times, man, there's a lot of people pleasers out here, man, and we gotta not be around that, right? And actually doing what we gotta do to encourage those to uplift those out there, right? So this is Luke chapter 10, 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents, scorpions, or all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall enemies hurt you, right? That's Luke chapter 10 and 19, right? So the most I said, I give unto you tread on serpents, right? Scorpions, right? So all the scorpions and serpents and all that, that could be, spiritual enemies that's coming to attack you, right? That could be enemies of this world coming to attack you, right? All types of different scorpions and stuff out here that's trying to attack you, right? Right? So we just gotta understand that in this Babylonian land, there's a lot of things that's always coming for us when we out here doing what we gotta do, right? So we gotta be encouraged and walking and working awareness out there and not let nobody get you off your path, right? So yeah, man, we gotta work, man, and encourage those to be uplifted. So everybody be encouraged, right? So yeah. So this is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer the witch to live, right? So we should not suffer to let a witch live, right? So in these times, right, there are many witches and warlocks, right? That's always trying to attack us, right? So we understand this land of Babylon, they're gonna be coming for you, man. Full-fledged, right? So we gotta walk in such a way, not walking like this world, right? Not walking like these individuals out here that's not really trying to do righteous, right? There's many cheating or normalized, right? They're making all types of stuff out there normalized. Even they pushing homosexuality agenda, making it normalized, man. They pushing the transgender agenda, making it normalized. They're making so many different things in this beast system as some type of normalcy, right? But it's not, right? So this is why we got to pull the things out, speak about it, and bring this up out for what it is, man. So when you come in, that's awakening, man. As many of y'all, many of us, right? That's need to be learning these truths, man. I hope I am on time. I just got home. Okay, shalom, shalom. Facts. We got them righteous high beings on. They looking, yeah. We're constantly, man. So we gotta stay up the par, man. Stay righteous, man. And when you're out here walking and you're solidified, right? And you're strong, right? And you decide what you gotta do, right? There's a constant war that's being happening, and once this war is going on, it's just like the war that happened in heaven, right? Of the angels, and there's a whole war that took place, right? And that same war is going on, like even like on Earth, right? The war's taking place, how people act. You can see every day, man, people just crashing out, right? People don't have their flesh under control. People letting the emotions, right, override them, letting the emotions override their wisdom, letting the emotions override their logic, right? So they're just out here moving sporadic and not really using, common sense out here, right? So we're gonna read. So this is Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that form against you shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servant of the Most High, and their righteousness is of the Most High, right? So we know that every tongue, right, that rises against us, right, in judgment day we shall condemn, right? Every tongue that always gonna rise against us, right? Whenever we are doing the works, right? Whenever we are here, giving the word out to those who need it, right? To those who need to hear this. All those tongues that be coming against the man, whether they were slander, whether they, spirit campaign, whatever they did, man, they're gonna have to answer for all that, right? So we understand in this land of Babylon, man, many people think they're getting away from what they do, right? And this is why we gotta walk in such a way, in humility, and not walk around those who are prideful, right? So then that's the battle, man. So, we're gonna pray for people out here, man. Are gonna contend against us, right? We come up, you know how we all, man, we're humble, meek, we sit ourselves, man. We don't really be around too many others. That's why we draw a lot of attention, man. We've been drawing a lot of stares coming our way, a lot of stuff coming our way, because we just know we sit ourselves, man, pretty much. Nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of the Most High. As Romans chapter 8 and 39, right? So nothing in all creation will separate us from the love of the Most High, right? So when we out here walking strong, right? Nothing will ever separate us from the love of the Most High, right? So many people will try to deter you, try to distract you, and all that, man, but they can't separate us from the love of the Most High, because when we have the love of the Most High, man, we just out here, doing what we gotta do, right? We handling our, you're more of a structured man when you're out here preaching, right? You're just not out here just chasing around these harlots, right? The strange woman that's not really, the strange woman flatter with her words, right? So we gotta watch out for all type of things that come around in our vicinity, right? This is Jeremiah, right? Blessed are those who trust in the Most High and have made the Most High their hope and confidence, right? So once you make the Most High your hope and confidence, right, that's how we're moving, right? Who are those who trust in the Most High and make him his confidence, right? His confidence, right? So in this system of Babylon, people try to get the confidence from things of this culture, right? Things of this world, right? Things are not really giving you your confidence, which is false confidence, right? So we don't look for things of this world, right? We don't look for things of this, because this world is already, it's perishing, right? Babylon is perishing, right? So we're not looking for nothing this is that's yeah. Hold on. Drink some water real quick. The Most High will be back for the church rule. Soon the people of the world might be left behind. Yeah, so that's a whole yeah, that's a whole subject within itself right there. And I'm still learning more about. There's so many different topics, studies. I'm still learning about that. So yeah, man, you gotta be prepared, man. Get ready for the Most High, right? Get ready, and we all got to prepare ourselves, right? So we gotta prepare ourselves. Many out here are not really preparing themselves, right? People are still clubbing, people are still partying, people are still doing the things of the world, right? And we're not doing the things of the world, right? So over time, right, we gotta learn that not to be pleasing this flesh, right? To actually, walk in the fruits of the spirit, not fruits of the flesh, right? Because those are both contrary to one another, right? So that's what we gotta be doing. Prayer is much needed in these times. Yep. Calm. So yeah, these times we live in, man, it's wild, right? So we cannot be out here just being, moving loosely and not how we are moving, right? We gotta walk in a certain way and integrity and being solid, right? So many out here is not being solid. They just walking in, kind of like we're in all different directions, right? Or we're on a straight and narrow path. Many on different paths, right? So yeah, man. Just want to come on here, man. Late night live streaming and those watching, man, to encourage y'all, man. Keep on going, man. To be strong, man. To be bold, be brave, right? And keep going, right? And not to let this world get you down. Not to let this world get you and your, because this world, we already know how this world is, right? So we got to keep on preaching to those who want to hear these messages, right? So if you have ears, let them hear, right? So you hear these messages, man, and that's what we got to do. We are not busybodies. We are about business. Con. Yeah, that's a great. I like how you said that. So we are not busybodies, right? So uh, we are actually we about our business, right? So we about our Father's business, right? Just like Yahushua Mashiach said, I'm not about like, these Pharisees and scribes, right? They kept on coming after the Messiah. Kept on coming after the Messiah. Every time he was doing some good works, right? Every time he was out here feeding to to the Lord, with those who was in, need, right? So then they just looking at, they just pointing out this, right? Oh, he did this, right? Oh, he did that, right? Oh, he did. That's what they just constantly do, right? So hypocrites, right? So brutal vipers, right? That's what he's calling brutal vipers, hypocrites, right? For the outside, you look like the whole verse, right? Outside, you look and washing tombs. So that's how the Messiah, that's how the same way they're gonna be coming at you, right? You be out here, you be doing the works, handling your business, feeding the homeless, man, doing what you gotta do, working at good works, man. And there was gonna be some type of somebody, oh, you didn't do that right. Oh, you didn't do this right. It's always gonna be that, man. But no servant's greater than his master, right? So we're gonna experience the same thing that our Messiah experienced, right? So that's why we gotta just walk and diligence, right? And always, walk with the word, man. So this is James chapter 3 and 10, right? So out of the same mouth proceed blessings and curses, my brethren. These things are not so to be, right? So in the book of James, right? Let me read that verse again. So this is James chapter 3 and 10, right? Out of the same mouth proceeded blessings and curses, my brethren. These things should all not so to be, right? So out of the same mouth receive blessings and curses, right? So this is why you gotta watch out what you say, right? Even in the Torah say, death and life is in the power of the tongue, right? Those who love shall eat the fruit thereof, right? So if you constantly spewing out hatred, right? If you constantly spewing out things that's not lifting those up, right? If you're constantly spewing out things that's not really encouraging the body, then you're just speaking death, right? But if you're encouraging those to uplift those, help those that need to be helped, those who need to be encouraged, those who need to be understanding, right? Then you're speaking life, right? So that's why you can't be with double-minded people out here, right? Because people are walking in different ways, right? People are walking in deception, right? People are walking things that come out with your judgment, yeah. So we just gotta walk in a different way, man, and not be around too much people, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, just want to come through and say that, man. Keep on going, man. Keep on enduring this race, man. This is Proverbs 11, chapter 11, verse 9. Hypocrite with his mouth destroy his neighbor, but through the knowledge of shall the just be delivered, right? So it says in the Torah that a hypocrite with his mouth destroy his neighbor, but through the knowledge shall the just be delivered, right? So we know that hypocrites, they be going after their neighbors and speaking ill of their neighbors and doing all that type of stuff, right? But through knowledge shall the just be delivered, right? That's why we gotta have wisdom out here, man. We're not just out here just moving reckless in our ways. And we have to have understanding of what we're doing out here so we can know what we're getting into, right? A lot of people have spirits on them. Yeah, Khan. So this is why we gotta be separate, man, from the ways of this world, man. A lot of people got spirits on them, and we not knowing what's influencing them, right, to be moving in their ways and their debauchery and their filthiness or treacherous, right? This is why it's very important, man, that you keep your house, clean, and keep it, keep it clean, man. Not to have all this stuff around you, right? And you gotta walk a certain way, right? So that's what we gotta do, man. So this is Deuteronomy, chapter 4:29. But if from this thou shalt seek the Most High thy Elohim, thou shalt find him if you seek him with all thy heart, right? So once you wish, like, when you seeking the Most High, right? Know that you're gonna be, this is why that the changing, all that occurring, right? The occurrence of the changing of your mind, and we gotta renew our mind, right? So you constantly gotta renew your mind and not letting the ways of this world and the darkness infiltrate your mind, right? Because there's gonna be a lot of things that's coming at you, right? A lot of attacks, a lot of spiritual attacks. I know you gotta be going through all the spiritual heavy attacks that be coming our way, man. And we gotta overcome all these things with the word, right? So why they send any fiery darts, we just overcome them with the word, right? So this is how Messiah, right? When he was out there in these wilderness, right? He kept overcoming the attacks of the enemy by the word, right? So we know that the word is the word that gets us to overcome these attacks, what they do, right? So yeah, man, we gotta just keep on doing what we gotta do, man. Not let the enemy get us off what we're doing, right? So yeah, man, we got work to do, man. And as we continue our move with this, man, that's how we gotta do, right? So yeah, man, this is a late night live stream, man. Late night live stream, man. Talking to y'all, man. Getting these words out and encourage the body, the believers, man. Keep on going, man. Not turning to the left, not turning to the right. staying on the straight and narrow path, right? The narrow path leads to everlasting life, man. So keep on going, man. Keep on applying that word, man, and do what we gotta do, right? So this is Yaakov, right? James chapter 4 and 7. Submit yourselves James, submit yourselves, therefore the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you, right? So, yeah, man, submit yourself unto the Most High, man. Resist the devil, he will flee from you, right? So, we gotta resist the devil, and and always walk in a different way how these enemies want you to walk, right? So, yeah, man, whether that's the spirit of fear, right? Whether that's the spirit of anger, right? Whether that's the spirit of lust, right? Whether the spirit of so many different spirits out here that we gotta know. Spirit of rejection, right? We gotta know how to combat these spirits, right? They constantly come against you, and you gotta go against it, right? So once again, man, thank you for everybody watching these messages, man. We're gonna close this live stream out, man. It's a great live stream, man. For those who needed to hear these. So this is 2 Timothy chapter 1 and 7, right? For the Most High have not given the spirit of fear, but of power and of a sound mind, right? So the Most High have not given you the spirit of fear, right? So we wonder where's the spirit of fear coming from, right? The Most High have not given the spirit of fear, right? Then it's coming from the evil one, right? So the world is given the spirit of fear, right? The world, as it says in the Torah, right? The world has been given over to the hand of the wicked, right? That's in the book of Job, right? So we understand that these works that we're gonna do, the thing is that they're gonna keep on doing what they gotta do. We're just gonna keep on doing what they gotta do. We're gonna keep on combating the enemy, right? They're gonna keep on doing their attacks. But I appreciate everybody that has joined this live stream, man. Watching the replay, man. Share with those who you can share with, man. Keep moving, man. You're walking your journey, man. Keep on staying in the word, man. Stay on the sharing our path, man. And keep on moving forward, man. Everybody have a great and awesome wonderful night, man. Yeah, Connor, great live stream. Yup, absolutely, man. So keep on moving, man. Keep on doing what you got to do, man. Stay in the word, man. Stay encouraged, man. Keep on moving. Keep applying our word, man. Stay in the belief, man. Keep moving, man. And that's what we're gonna do, right? So keep going. Yeah, Con. Warriors out here. Yup, Con. Yup. So we warriors out here, man. We don't entangle ourselves with the affairs of this world, right? Because we know that we don't need to be around what they're doing out here, man. We too concerned about all this on this world, man. This world is nothing, man. This world is perishing, man. And we're gonna keep on going and pushing and doing what we gotta do, man. So once again, man, I appreciate everybody that joined this live stream, man. And we're gonna keep on doing what we gotta do, man. So once again, everybody have a blessed night, man. Everybody take care, man. Watch a wonderful night. Shalom to everybody and their family. Shalom to this pocket out there.